Finally, the Evolution X ROM 5.6 is here for MI1. This update is of 10th April. It has many features and updates. It has some bugs too. To know everything, watch the video till the end. Now let's skip to the about phone. As you can see, the Android version is Android 11. The security patch is of April 5. The kernel version is 4.9 kernel, 4 plus kernel, and the build date is 10th April. Now let's see the customizations. First, let's see the main customization is the Evolver. Here you get tons and tons of customizations. In themes, you get clock style, that is lock screen clock style. As you can see, you get many options. Then you get font type, dark theme. Here you can choose the schedule and you can choose the color bucket. Then you get assign color picker, icon shape, icon pack, setting dashboard icon, switch style, G visual mode. In this you get status bar height, header size, rounded corner, and nav bar colors. Then you can choose the volume and style. And QS style, you can choose the style. Then you get QS style disco, 10 QS self color, custom header, and enable it, and suppose static image, and suppose this one. As you can see, you can set a custom header. Then you get background alpha, framing default, color system UI, and background color in status bar. You get clock and date. Here you get show clock and date, clock style, AM PM style, show seconds. In date you get date style, date format, date position, etc. In battery bar, when you enable it, you get battery bar color, battery bar low battery color, custom charging color, battery bar charging color, blend colors, battery bar alignment, battery bar thickness, charging animation, etc. In battery indicators, you get battery style, battery percentage, and battery percent when charging. Then you get traffic indicators. Then down here you get icon manager, show 4G stability, use old style mobile signal icon, roaming indicator, etc. In notifications, you get head notification. And this you get head up, less boot notification, adapt to stop list and adapt to blacklist. Then you get notification header, notification sound if active, vibrate for notifications, kill app button, notification light, and battery charging light. And down here you get show new notification, show on always on, etc. And quick settings, you get quick QS pull down, smart pull down, vibrate on touch, disable quick setting when locked. Then down here you can choose the rows and columns in portrait and landscape mode. Then you get show tile title, quick QS brightness slider, expanded QS brightness slider, auto brightness icon, brightness slider at bottom, data usage, battery percentage, battery estimates on QS. Then you get edit icon and footer text. In power menu you get system settings. In this you get device control and sensitive content. Then you get advanced restart, hide or lock screen, and optional user action. I have chosen screenshot. In gestures you get system gestures. Here you get double tap, that is double tap to sleep on lock screen and status bar. Swipe fingerprint for notification. In this you get swipe fingerprint for notification and swipe left right to digital notification. Then you get quickly open the camera. System navigation. In this you get gesture navigation, 2 button and 3 button navigation. And everything is looking super fine. Now gesture is selected. As you can see, the back button, home button, and reset button. As you can see, everything is working super fine. Even in 2 button. As you can see, now bar comes. Even 3 button. As you can see, everything is looking super fine. In gesture navigation, you get many settings. As you can see, you get tons of settings. In this you get left edge, right edge, amount of screen height, dead zone, show pill. In advanced gestures, you get extend swipe action, long swipe action, long left swipe and long right swipe action, vertical left swipe and vertical right swipe action. Then you get gesture bar length, gesture bar radius, haptic feedback, and back gesture animation. Then you get prevent ringing, 3 finger screenshot. In this you get 3 finger screenshot and screenshot type. In power menu, you get the same option. Then you get skip music track and adapt to playback. In gestures, you get screen hover and torch, automatic turn off the torch, brightness control, and double tap. In this you get the same options. In lock screen, you get always on display schedule. You can set a schedule. In this you get start time, end time, etc. Then you get fingerprint error vibration, fingerprint, authentication vibration, status bar, log icon, charging info, charging animation, lock screen shortcuts. In music you get media cover art and media cover art filter and media cover art blur level. In navigation you get system navigation. In this you get the options. Then you get layout, invert layout, pixel animation. But in navigation you don't get an option for enable navbar. For that you have to go to hardware buttons. As you can see you get option over here. Enable on screen navbar. When you turn it off, the hardware button get enabled. In hardware buttons you get swipe capacity buttons, backlight, accidental touch, wake device using home button, long press and double tap action for home button. For back button you get wake device. And for reset button you get wake device, short press and long press action. In volume keys you get click to audio screenshot, volume rock or wake, volume key cursor control and reorient volume buttons. Let's turn on the navbar. In animations, we get disable animations, screen of animation, scrolling catching. In QA style animation, you get animation style, animation duration and tile animation interpreter. In miscellaneous, you get gaming mode, launch music app and headset connection, charging animation, sensor block per package. As you can see, you can block sensor for certain apps. Then you get USB configuration, where to play ringtone from, radio info, force brightness values, ambient display values and ambient notification brightness, and about section for Revelation X ROM. In Snapdragon Internet, you get mobile network. In this you get Volt and Volt is working fine. And down here you get Wi-Fi calling. In hotspot, you get the same options. In connected devices and connection preference, you get Bluetooth, cast, printing, file received by Bluetooth, Chromebook, nearby share, Android Auto, etc. And apps notification, you get conversations. In notifications you get notification history, conversations and notification bubbles. Here you also get option of wireless emergency alerts. In this you get allow alert, extreme alert, severe alert, amber alert, test alert, area update broadcast, emergency alert history, vibration and alert reminder. And down here you get notification lock screen, sensor notification, skip lock screen, hide silent notification on status bar, allow notification snoozing, suggested actions and replies, notification dot on app icon, blink light, default notification sound, swipe fingerprint for notification and do not disturb mode. And apps notification you get conversation, notification, screen time, default app, purge manager, wireless emergency alert and special app access. In battery saver you get extreme battery saver. And this you get option like when to use. Suppose you choose always use and turn on the battery saver. All the third party apps get disabled as you can see. And this you also get option of essential apps. Suppose you choose Facebook. Even the battery saver is on, you can still use Facebook as you can see. Then you get set a schedule and turn off when charged. Here you also get option of a smart cutoff. When you enable it, the device will stop charging when device is overheated. You can set a stop trigger level and a start trigger level. And the battery life is very good. I got around 6 hours screen on time. In display, you get brightness level, adaptive brightness. In lock screen, you get notification lock screen, keep lock screen, add text on lock screen, show lockdown option, battery level on bottom, always show time and info, double tap to check phone, wake screen for notification, ambient wake gesture, always on when charging, ambient music ticker and show ambient music ticker, that is the location. Then you get screen timeout, dark theme, etc. And down here you get night light, live display. Here you get color calibration and picture adjustment. And style wallpaper. In wallpaper you can choose the wallpaper. In style you can choose the accent color, font type, etc. In grid you can choose the grid size. In rotation you can auto rotate screen for 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 and 270 degrees. Then you get double tap to wake, pocket detection and device in VR. And sound and vibration, you can choose the volumes. Down here you get volume tabs, vibrate for call, ringtone vibration pattern, do not disturb mode, live caption. When you enable it, you get language, high profanity, show sound label and live caption and volume control. Let's turn it off. If the live caption is on, it will use more battery. Then you get shortcut for everyone drinking, media, phone ringtone, etc. And down here you get imagined answer. When you enable it, you get choose the headphone type and a preset. In storage, you get storage manager. When you enable it, you get remove photos and videos of 30 days, 60 days and 100 days. In privacy, you get permission manager. And this you can allow or deny permission for certain apps. Then you get a show password, notification lock screen, show clipboard access alert, device personalized services, personalized using app data, autofill service to Google, activity ads, etc. In location, you can allow or deny location for certain apps. In security, you get screen lock. In this you get pattern. In this you can choose a 626 pattern. In this you get screen lock, fingerprint as well as face unlock. Here you also get option of app locker. As you can see, in system you get gestures. In this you get the same gestures. And you get system update. In recents you get screenshot and select. For clear all, you have to go all the back. Now let's see the camera is enabled or not. And run test and start. As you can see, it's enabled. Now let's check the safety net and run test. Unfortunately, it's failed. Now let's check the Play Store certification in Play Store and settings. And down here, as you can see, the device is not certified. Now let's see the Geekbench score. The single core score is 169 and the multi-core score is 971. In this you get stock launcher with customizations like notification dot, at a glance, adapt to home screen, swipe up to Google app, overview suggestion. In suggestions you get suggestions in all app list, suggestions on home screen and block tabs. And down here you get allow home screen rotation and about section, etc. In this you get default camera. That is this one. But of course you can install Gcam which I have installed. As you can see, the Volt is working fine. As you can see the logo. Now let's see the calls are working or not. $198.
Welcome to Jio. मराठीसाठी 1 दाबा. To continue in English, press 2. हिंदी के लिए 3 दबाएं. गुजराती.
As you can see, the call is working super fine. Overall, the ROM is very stable. Thank you so much for watching. I'll meet you in the next one.
What just happened?